Actually, what do all of them weigh?
What do they all weigh? M11x weighs approximately 4.5 pounds. And the reason I have to say approximately is because it does depend on how many memory modules you get, if you get an SSD or you get a hard drive, what video card you get. So I'll give you approximate weights. 4.5 pounds here. The M14x weighs approximately 6.5 pounds. The M17x weighs 9.5 pounds approximately. And fortunately, you're all sitting down. The M18x weighs approximately 16 pounds. But it weighs less than a desktop. And it's faster than most.
On the display ports, can you do 3 displays or?
Yes. We tried to include as many display outputs as we can fit on the products. So they all have HDMI 1.4, they have a display port, and they also have traditional VGA. Still a lot of projectors and older displays around that we're trying to cater to with that connection, even though we hate putting it in there. All the notebooks also come with Eclipse speakers. The M14X also has a mini subwoofer on there. The audio is actually really impressive. When we're done with the webcast and everything, you guys are welcome to come up here and play with the systems, and we'll demonstrate what the audio quality sounds like, but it's very impressive.
Do all of the models accept HDMI input, or is that just the M18 and M14?
The 18 and the 17-inch have HDMI input. The way it works, you can't actually capture the video that you're inputting through the HDMI. What it basically does is it allows you to render the notebook as a set of speakers and a display. So Windows doesn't see it or anything. It's just like an analog switching that takes place. So if you want to use it for example, in a small room setting where you don't want to necessarily have to buy another TV for a console or set-top box, it can help save you money that way. We also have a few users that have told us that gamers play a ton of different devices, not only PCs, right? So you play the game, you don't play the device. So a lot of our gamers play console just as much as they play PC. And some of them wanted the ability to be able to travel either in the car or to different destinations and be able to connect their console to the display and have it serve as like a portable TV, portable display. So that's what we built the solution around.
I was curious if you're not supporting Thunderbolt in any of the laptops. Do you plan on it down the road?
We're looking at it very closely. The technology is it's very early right now. The usage models for it are emerging as well. So it's something that we're very closely monitoring. We have a great relationship with Intel, thanks to Dell. And we have all the engagement right now necessary to, if there is an opportunity for it for our customer base, then we'll likely use it.
Yeah, we have a couple others. So there's a few questions about There are a few questions about M14x updates and any news there.
M14x updates?
A refresh already? That's what they're asking. There's been about 5 questions.
Not anytime soon. It's fresh and brand new right now. It's got the latest technology in it, so there's not much to update it to.
And then how customizable are the hotkeys?
They are pretty customizable. You can assign the hotkeys on the M18X or our Tactics desktop keyboard to another key. For example, if you have a key on the far right that you want to assign within a game so that you have a shorter travel with your hand, you can do that because it's very close to the WASD keys if those are the keys that you're gaming with. So you can just do a reassign. You can also assign text shortcuts to it. So if you have certain commands that you typically send inside of a game when you're chatting, you can assign custom text commands to it as well. You can also assign macros, including pauses and key macros and assignments. So you've got 5 keys, but you have 3 different modes within those 5 keys, and they change colors. You can assign what colors you want them to be when within Alienware. So you actually have 15 keys at your disposal to be able to do macros or custom assign.
Great. And then any other plans for new desktops?
We did just update the Aurora desktop at CES. We updated it with Sandy Bridge, Intel Sandy Bridge processors. We actually updated the color as well, so it's shipping now with a matte black finish, very similar to what all these new notebooks, except for the M18x, are shipping with. We also did something pretty cool with the new Aurora. Every processor on the Aurora ships out factory overclocked. So you can get just about 1 extra bin speed out of every single processor that is leaving the factory. We are definitely working on updating desktops, but nothing to announce today.
Okay. I think that covers the online questions. Oh, here you go.
Hi there. I wanted to ask if there's any restriction on the HDMI input, if you can do full HDCP through there, if you can, say, record videos from your game console and things like that on the laptop for other use.
It is HDCP compliant. However, you cannot, Windows doesn't recognize the feed that's coming in, so you can't actually record anything off of it. It just turns the display and the speakers into, if you will, a dumb display and a dumb set of speakers.
Thank you.
Okay, and I have a couple questions from Twitter, actually. The first one is, will the multi-GPU solutions in the M18x support graphics switching? And then also a question about battery life on the M18x.
So graphics switching, it is supported on the M18x. There is an integrated graphics chip, and there's also a discrete graphics chip. With regards to the battery life, Eddie, you want to answer it?
Yeah, so the M18x will support up to 3 hours of battery life.
Running off the integrated chip.
Just want to recap that.
Yeah, just to repeat on the mic, so up to 3 hours is what it'll support.
The graphics switching on the M18x is a little bit different. On all the other notebooks, it's automatic. Depending on what graphics card you get on the M18x, you may have to do a manual switch, and we have a hotkey in there for the customer to be able to do that. Very similar to what we used to do with our notebooks prior to last year. Any other questions? Well, everyone, thank you very much again for coming, and for those of you that logged in via Justin TV, greatly appreciate it. Again, thank you very much. If stay tuned to Alienware.com, to Dell.com, and AlienwareArena.com. We are not done launching very exciting products. Stay tuned. It's going to be a very exciting year. Thank you.